any fucking attention because the London Scholars are not an easy beat this year.
No.
And they're not. They've beaten other teams from the north, and they've won plenty of games, and they're in 7th or 8th in the position in the table.
Yeah.
And you don't take these people lightly now. You could go and say, if you want to say about South Wales, let's face it, that's okay. They lose by 60 points every week, bless them. But London aren't doing that this year,
no.
and it's just it just smacks of arrogance,
yeah.
and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
Not York City Knights fans then. Speaking of other charity endeavours, the Oddballs Testicular Cancer Charity are going to have a stall there as well, selling their colourful underpants. Yeah. So check that out and get your cash out. I might even treat myself to a pair, Mark.
Fair enough.
Okay, so what stands out for us in the NRL this week?
Well, it's an abbreviated week as we're starting to build towards Origin. The Origin teams have been named, haven't they, today? And we haven't got those listed to talk about, but basically Queensland are the Australia team and New South Wales are the Australia prop and the Australia loose forward, and that's about it.
Yes.
So we know what we're to expect.
We know what to expect,
but that's not this week, that's a week on Wednesday. However, the abbreviated fixture starts. So there's only 4 games this week, and I've picked out the Raiders versus the Bulldogs on Sunday as the one to watch because of obviously the Brit interest there.
Fantastic. Okay, so that's the world of rugby league. Well and truly covered. All that remains for us to do is wrap up the show. Right, so that's episode 101 of the Super League pod for some of us. In the bag, Mark. SLP recommends... I was joking to you off air that I've not really got anything this week. I had 3 last week. I probably should have kept my powder a little bit dry and held one back for a rainy day. but no, it wasn't to be. So what's your SLP recommends this week, sir?
Well, I'm coming at you with... I think we're slightly late to the party now on this. We were ahead of the party, I think, when we first tweeted it out on Saturday.
Right.
But I think there was a piece in the Magic Weekend programme from Stevie Ward.
Okay.
But it's Stevie Ward's new sort of online magazine blog type thing that he's created called Mentality Magazine.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it yet. I don't know if you've read it.
No, not yet.
He put up a really strong, emotive piece about the bad side of being a sportsman. He talked about the spell from getting injured 3 minutes before the end of the Leeds Rhinos' last gasp win against Huddersfield to win the League Leaders' Shield, missing the playoffs grand final.
Yeah.
And also his nan having passed away from cancer as well.
Yeah.
And how he's suffered from depression in his past as well. And again, felt really low moods about what's happened, but he's used his nan spirit as an inspiration as to why he shouldn't get too down about it, and sort of tried to find a positive, and the positive he's come up with is this website magazine.
Perfect.
It looks like it sort of sells itself as for millennials by millennials,
right?
So it's a little bit culturally, some of the stuff that's on there is a little bit
younger than us,
away from where we are.
We're out of its demographic, Mark.
We are, but the rugby league content and the content that Stevie put up on his first post as well, definitely worth a read for everyone. So I would recommend, if you've not already got over to it, get over to it. I think it's at Mentality Mag on Twitter, or if you just basically hit up Stevie Ward on Twitter, and you'll see it. Tons of tweets at him telling him what a great piece it is from other professionals, just other people. And I can't say strongly enough how strong a read it was from a young sports professional. He comes out of it with a lot of credit. And he seems like a well put together, intelligent, strong with his feelings and and getting to grips and understanding his feelings kind of young man. And I can't say how impressed I was by reading it.
I can see it in your eyes.
It was
fantastic.
Brilliant,
Okay, superb stuff. So coming up on next week's show, then obviously we're going to talk a little bit about the Championship Bash. I'm sure we'll be
Summer Bash,
Summer Bash. Exciting. Yeah, we'll be tweeting out our location if we can get tickets in the Bradford Bulls, which I'm sure we will. I'll work out where that is.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a 4-game day, isn't it, the Saturday? So we will probably be in the stadium for almost all of it. All of that. and then maybe grab a pint in a pub close by on the way out before we catch the last train out of Blackpool South Station. I would suggest.
Yeah.
I'll be wearing my Super League Pod jersey to represent.
Yeah, me too.
I will, yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to go together. We'll have to do that.
Well, I thought you were going to wear a Bulls jersey.
Nah, their performance doesn't hinge on whether or not I wear a Bulls jersey. Let's market the podcast. Let's make ourselves recognisable.
Yeah.
Mark.
So if you're up in Blackpool, give us a knock us up on Twitter or Facebook.
Yeah.
So at Super League Pod on Twitter, facebook.com/Super League Pod, and we'll do what we can to meet up with everyone that gets in touch.
Yeah.
We're excited. I enjoyed it thoroughly last year.
Yes, me too. Absolutely.
We'll be pretty smashed by the end of the Bradford League game.
Yeah, we're gonna be. I'm gonna be playing. Yeah, the afternoon.
I barely remember the Bradford Halifax game last year. Put it that way.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be a good afternoon. It's gonna be a good fun afternoon. So of course we'll feed back to you on that in next week's show, and we'll be bringing you all your favourite feedback, shout outs, news from around the world of rugby league, and reviews and previews of the previous weeks and upcoming action. So thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you next time on the Super League Pod.